What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another speculation video on what I hope to see for a Marvel Legends Spider-Man comic Wave 1 Build-A-Figure set of 2022. If you're trying to pre-order your actual Marvel Legends figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And while you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And as you guys may have remembered, last month I posted a video speculating the Marvel Legends No Way Home Waves 2 and 3, and today I'm making a video speculating comic-based figures from Spider-Man. So this will be the 2022 Wave 1 comic Spider-Man Build-A-Figure wave, and I'm not counting the Vintage Collection wave, which I am still hoping to get sooner than later. I haven't even found a place that has it yet, so people are getting them, but I don't have them yet. I will as soon as I can. But anyway, yeah, these are all comic figures, and I will have a Build-A-Figure, which I'll disclose, which I think would be a really cool Build-A-Figure for this wave. And a lot of the figures that I'm going to talk about are ones that you probably want. Hasbro is probably already making them. And by the way, I don't work for Hasbro. Hasbro has never paid me. I'm not in cahoots with Hasbro. These are just my fan speculations. These are characters that I want to see the most personally. So you're not going to agree with all of them, of course, because I'm one fan, you're another fan. We're going to have our different ideas as far as what we think is badass, right? So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start this off. I have 7 regular figures, and then I have the Build-A-Figure, which I'll talk about at the end. So starting this off, a figure that I think we sorely need for our Spider-Man comic villains is Molten Man. This is a classic Spider-Man villain, and I always thought he was a really cool villain, and I think this is Betty Brant's half-brother too, right? So I like that he's got that personal connection, or is it Liz Allen's half-brother? God, I get a little confused, but I think she's related to either Liz Allen or Betty Brant, but he goes all the way back, and I really think it'd be cool to get a dope-looking translucent orange figure with this effect going on for Molten Man. The body mold I think would probably be pretty good suited for this is the Craven body. I think of the Namor figure that came out a few years ago. Of course, if they updated the limbs with pinless and the shoulders so that they wouldn't get stuck, you know, when you move them outward, like if they made adjustments to it. But if it was based off of that Craven body mold or the Namor body, I thought that would be really, really cool, especially because he already has the chainmail shorts. So Molten Man is a must-have for me. I really want a Molten Man figure for the collection. I thought that would be great. And then number 2, I think we need an Agony figure. Yeah, I mean, we definitely need an Agony figure to complete our Life Foundation set, right? We have 3 of them. We just need Agony and Riot, and we have that new Shriek body mold, and I think that would be perfect for an Agony figure. Now, bear in mind, I would prefer Hasbro to create all new body molds throughout the wave, but that's the reality that we're living in, is that these figures have reused body molds, which isn't a personal problem for me. People try to call me out, you know, I'm shilling for Hasbro because I don't mind the reuse of the body molds, but I was like that when Toy Biz had Marvel Legends. They reused the hell out of the Bullseye body mold, and I didn't mind it then because I thought it was a badass body mold. You know, it's outdated now, but yeah, I didn't have a problem during the Toy Biz days with the reuse, and I don't have a problem with it now if it's done well. So yeah, reusing the Shriek body mold, I think that would be pretty cool. Of course, new head sculpt, you know, new hands and stuff, and I can't wait. Now, is she pink or is she purple? I think she looks more purple than anything. So yeah, let's get an Agony figure so we can complete our Life Foundation, or at least get one step closer to completing our Life Foundation symbiotes. And then next, we need a Carry-On figure. I mean, come on, man. We're so close to finishing off our Maximum Carnage villains team over here. All we need is Carry-On. That's the last figure we need. Clone of Miles Warren, aka the Jackal. This is a pivotal character to the Maximum Carnage storyline, and I really hope that we get this figure. Now, there's the classic design, and then there's the slightly more contemporary version. I would be fine either way. I like the classic look, so either version I would be happy to have. But yeah, we need a Carry-On figure. I would assume they would use the Pizza Spidey body mold with that one because it's the smaller, lankier body. So yeah, that would definitely be very, very cool to see. definitely want a carry-on figure. That would be great to have. And then next on my list is the Spot. Yeah, man, that's a fan favorite. I remember Glenn Webb made a great Spot custom way back in the day, and I think a lot of us have wanted the Spot. Very fun character. The power set is very unique and interesting and just asks for all kinds of different display options. Hasbro could do all kinds of crazy creative things with the accessories and everything. You could have the, arms coming out of the Spot, or figure out a way to maybe plug in limbs or figure out something. I don't know. You can go nuts with it. It asks for a lot of creativity, and I think it'd be really cool to have a Spot figure. The body mold that I want to see this on is the new Vulcan body, right? We're done with the Bucky Cat mold. Straight up Vulcan body mold right here for the Spot would be great. Plain head sculpt with no eyes. I prefer no eyes and just the big dot in the middle of the face. He's drawn with eyes, sometimes not, but I would prefer just the big old spot right in the middle of the face for the Spot figure. So really want a Spot. Hopefully Hasbro has one coming down the pipeline in 2022 or soon, or hopefully for all of these figures, right? And then next is one that I really, really want, and that is Cardiac. Oh man, I always thought Cardiac was so cool. I guess maybe I just love this design, and I just think he's just a really badass figure, man. I really like the design of this character, and I like the character itself because I remember at first he was a Spidey villain, and then at some point he does team up with Spider-Man, and then on top of it, he's a super, he's a genius and everything. I don't know if he's technically a genius, but he's super smart and everything. And, his heart is kind of like replaced with like what was it called? Like the beta, it was like a beta reactor kind of thing. Almost like Tony Stark's arc reactor kind of deal. You know what I mean? So he could control like the pulses that come out of his body and out of the suit and everything. And he could use that staff and everything. And I thought the power set is really fun. And he could shoot the energy blasts, and they could come up with all kinds of cool effects pieces to add on to this figure. And I just thought it was really, really cool looking. Love the design. Love to have a Cardiac figure. And the body mold I think they could use for this is the Omega Red body. I think that's just asking for it, especially with those holes on the shoulders. You could plug the shoulder pads up there and everything to cover up those holes, and the boots are already there and stuff. So, maybe a little on the bulky side for Cardiac, but not totally out of the character's model, I think. And yeah, an Omega Red body for Cardiac I think would be dope. Really would like to have a Cardiac. And then number 6 out of the 7 regular figures, it's gonna be a random one. It's Panda Mania. Yeah, I know, but I like the animal-based characters, and Panda Mania, I know, very obscure character. She's part of the White Rabbit's menagerie, and I think it would be cool to also reuse White Rabbit body parts to make this figure. I think it would be fairly easy for them to come up with this. This would probably be a peg warmer, so let them reuse the body parts and spend minimal money on this, because there's other cool figures from this wave I think they could spend their money on, especially the Build-A-Figure, which I'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, having another female character and having a character that I could have with my White Rabbit figure, I think that would go along well. Of course, fighting Spider-Man. But yeah, Panda Mania, I think that would be really neat. But definitely not a very desired figure and pretty random and obscure. But I like that about Marvel Legends when they do that to me, when they throw a figure at me that I'm not that familiar with, because I'm not terribly familiar with Panda Mania, but I think it would be a cool figure to have. So anyway, let's move on to the last regular figure from this wave, and that for me is got to be a Spider-Man figure, and I'm choosing the Marvel Legends blue Big Time Spider-Man figure. Yeah, we have 3 different versions of Big Time, and I think they all need to be redone on the Vintage Collection Spider-Man body mold. Not everybody wants this. This is my list over here, but yeah, having a blue version first would be really cool. Now, what's the significance of the different colors? Green means that you cannot hear him or see him, because this is a stealth suit. So that's like the best version is the green version. The red one, you could not hear him, but you could see him. The blue one, you can hear him, but you cannot see him. So yeah, there's those 3 different variations over there, and I would love Hasbro to do this, only if they could really handle the glowing feature on the suit. Like if they could get the paint apps down so that those bands are glowing blue instead of it just painted a flat color, That would be awesome. Like the initial idea that Tony had way back in the day for the first big time prototype figure that was out there, that would be cool to see them actually pull off that paint job, and I think they can do it nowadays. I saw something similar to this on the Spider-Gwen figure that Marvel Legends did, so I think they might be able to pull it off. I don't know. That'd be really cool to see, and yeah, having the 3 different big time suits with the vintage collection Spider-Man body mold would be awesome. That's something I want to see. I don't know if everybody else wants to see that. Let me know in the comments section below. But then we're gonna move on to the Build-A-Figure, and I think the Build-A-Figure of this wave should be Hippo. Yeah, I know, random and obscure, but another character to add to the White Rabbit menagerie, and another teammate for Panda Mania. And on top of that, he fights Daredevil and several other Marvel characters, so it's not just only for Spider-Man. But yeah, I thought this was a really cool design, and the Ursa Major figure did really well. I think this would do really well too. I mean, that was basically a bear figure. This is basically a hippo figure, but he's got the clothes and everything, and the tank top and all that stuff. So it's like, there's more to it over here with Hippo. And I think it would be a really fun, cool figure to have, especially with a big articulated jaw and interchangeable hands and stuff. It would have to be a brand new sculpt. They couldn't reuse any parts. You know, most of their money would have to go into the Build-A-Figure over here, especially because I talked about them reusing body molds from all the other figures from the wave. So they would be able to afford it, right? They could put all the money into the Build-A-Figure and get us a really cool, big, badass Hippo. Another big figure for Spider-Man to fight against. I think it would be really fun to have. And I don't know, what do you guys think? I think Hippo would be pretty badass. And plus, you know, it would be another blindsided figure, kind of like what they did with Armadillo. Like, oh, didn't see that coming. And I like it when that happens. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm thinking about making another video like this because I have so many characters I want to see in action figure form. Like, this is not it. Like, there's a whole bunch of other ones. Like, we really need a Mirage figure. That would be really cool to have. There's all kinds of lame, obscure characters that I would really like to see. I've mentioned Kangaroo so many times, but I think that for an actual figure, there's these other characters from my list over here that I would rather have. But yeah, I'm thinking about making, you know, a speculation wave 2 list, and I have another Build-A-Figure in mind for that one as well. So I don't know, let me know what you guys thought of this video. For me, it's personally very fun to make because I get to pretend I work for Hasbro and make up my own Marvel Legends line. And if coincidentally Hasbro makes any of these figures, well, that would be pretty cool. But if they don't, well, they don't. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, as well as the notification bell. Thank you to all the patrons and members that support this content. And if you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.